Angela Bassett bound for Star Wars? Entertainment reporter Daniel Richtman posted on his Patreon account that Angela Bassett has been in talks with Lucasfilm for a potential role in a Star Wars. While there are no additional details, as the Star Wars movie and TV show engines begin to rev up, the timing would be right for such conversations. With the Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy directed Rey Skywalker movie on fast-track development, the Mandalorian movie, and follow-up seasons for Ahsoka and Mandalorian in the wings, there is a need for some potential star power for these projects. In 2021, friend of the show Krystina Arielle fan-casted her as Asajj Ventress. Here's that clip. What about you, Krystina? Who would you like to see in a Star Wars?
Okay, so I've thought about this.
I thought that was gonna play something.
No, you gotta hear me. I know it's like, okay. I want to see Angela Bassett as Ventress, because can you imagine just like the gravitas and the growl? And when you think about how she goes into that lower register in her chest and she just puts, oh my gosh. And it would just be the most graceful thing in the world, but also you'd be scared a little bit. And I think that that's exactly what it needs to be. And yes. I would absolutely wholeheartedly lose my mind if Angela Bassett was in a Star Wars.
That is a great call. If for no other reason, because first of all, let's get Ventress in a Star Wars. Yes, please. And Angela Bassett playing her, just like you said, she's got a presence that's so unique. And it would just,
Can I tell you that I love y'all using a Star War in the singular? Yep. That's great. We need to get her in a Star War.
A Star War, great. That's right. I always give credit to Arrested Development when she says, here's $20, go see a Star War.
That's great. That's the mom, right?
Yeah, the mom says it. But yeah, I use that quite frequently. So yeah, Angela Bassett, like, Corey, does she have a spot? Do you want her in a Star Wars?
Of course. And honestly, I've thought about this, even if it was subconsciously. As soon as she got in the MCU, I think my brain probably started fan casting a little bit, because it would make sense. But yeah, I mean, not many women have as powerful of a just like stand there and have such a statuesque, like, oh my God, we are in the presence of glory right now.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I could not be more for this. Absolutely. It's about damn time.
You're 100% right. And I think that Krystina, first of all, before I talk about the rest of this, I love seeing flashback clips of the show, and we look at the power on the screen, because you have newsman Clayton Sandell, Oscar winner Hal Hickel, Ash Crossan from Entertainment Tonight, and of course, Krystina Arielle from StarWars.com. We're like, and then you, like, all these cool people come and hang out with us. Yeah. No, not and you afterthought, and you as one of the cool people who come and hang out with us. So always good to get flashback clips going on. Yes, Angela Bassett for sure. Like, especially if she's, one of the things I've loved with Star Wars recently when they cast people is they cast people who want to be in Star Wars. It's not just a job. They're picking somebody, and she may not be a huge nerd. I mean, she did Black Panther, a couple of those, and was fantastic in that. But like, she may also recognize the game that Star Wars has and goes, yeah, I'd like to be a part of that as a part of my career. So you want to see somebody do that. Did you ever read the Aftermath books that came out? Gosh, I don't remember, 10 years or so ago. They were the Chuck Wendig books.
I did not know.
They kind of filled in that time. Well, there you go. Well, they're really good. And they fill in that time period leading up to Force Awakens, in the Battle of Jakku and all that kind of stuff. And there's a character, and I think this is kind of the general consensus. We think, possibly could be where Angela Bassett is heading. There's a Imperial officer named Ray Sloan, and Ray Sloan is essentially one of the key figures who shepherded the Empire as it tried to hold on, as it tried to transition into, becoming the First Order, and was this central figure. And if you look up, you Google, Ray Sloan and comic book images, you're looking at it going, that's Angela Bassett, right?
It's like, did they draw her? Yeah,
exactly. She's a badass.
Like how they literally did that for Samuel L. Jackson, like before they cast him as, oh my Lord, in
Mace Windu.
Not Mace Windu. I'm talking about in the MCU.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, like before they cast him, the comic book artists, when they redid him, they just started drawing him as Samuel L. Jackson, like this is who it should be, and then it just worked out. So it might have been some of that, just like, look, this should be Angela Bassett.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, she has such gravitas as an actor.
Oh yeah,
that, you know, especially as an Imperial officer, like if she's in there, that clean cut uniform, hands behind her back, people are walking in and they're scared of her. Like you're going to feel that on the screen. You're going to feel that with, you know, you felt it with Peter Cushing as Tarkin, you know, 45, 50 years ago.
Oh, Jesus
like,
Christ, man. Like
who
else would have been that dude? Like he, like with him, man, before he even delivered a line of dialogue. And if you hadn't even set him in the Empire, if you had have just opened the movie and didn't even have the title crawl to set anything up, if you'd have opened the movie with just him sitting in a chair, every single person in the theater would have went, he's on the bad team. That guy is what I think this movie is an allegory for Nazis, and he's one of them. 100%. Yeah.
Well, and it's great because if you look at the old original artwork that came out with Star Wars in 77, the same artwork that's on the McDonald's glasses that everybody has, the vintage ones, I've got the posters of them. It essentially lists Darth Vader works for Tarkin. Like Tarkin was the badass. He was the top of the chain. You know, and as it came out and as the movie became what it became, that shifted a little bit because, of course, you know, 6'6" guy in a big scary black plastic mask. That's scary as hell too. But
it's funny how long it took for me to like. I was older than I should have been before I realized, like, oh, Darth Vader's actually not the head guy in the first movie.
Right. Yeah. It just. You see, and again, just like you said about Phantom Menace, you come back to it as an adult and you start seeing all the, oh, there's layers here.
Right.
And as a kid, it was exciting and it was, you know,
fun,
shooting spaceships. And then you get it and you're like, oh, damn, like they're doing some stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that guy's paying his taxes.
There's
those two guys
here.
might be Chinese, and I don't think that's okay.
That's right. Communications disruptions only mean one thing: invasion, baby.